this trap.
Yeah, I'm in the trap, early in the morning. I'm out in the trap, and I'm ducking drones.
Ooh, Cartier.
I just left the trap early in the morning.
Now, if you've been listening to rap music for some time, you've probably dabbled in some of the underground rappers and their respective scenes. Young Lean, Drain Gang, Black Cray and Goth Money, Cartier God, Reptilian Club Boys, Slay World and Double R, Shed Theory and Joey, and these new Dark Plug Jerk guys. Pause, just to name a few. And you may be one of those people that tried their absolute hardest to get into their music, but no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't do it. Their shit was just too unbearably ass to you. Now, believe it or not, this is a very common phenomenon that affects literally everyone trying to get into this kind of music. And I already mentioned this in the complete guide to becoming a drainer, which is of course focused specifically on getting into Drain Gang's music without completely draining your brain cells. But essentially, if you're not already listening to some weird hyperpop shit that would make any normal human being with the average unharmed brain frequency want to commit godless acts, you'll probably have a hard time getting into Drain Gang. So do not be fooled by these chronically online Reddit goons into believing that they got into all this shit overnight and that it instantly clicked with them. Like they weren't just listening to the Beatles and rocking this haircut. It's all about progression. Now even myself, who endured a lot of brain damage getting into these artists, I'll explain exactly how I did this in a moment, alright? But even I haven't gotten into, no Diddy, all these new rappers. Like bro, this shit is damaging to my eardrums, man. And you may be wondering how in the fuck I managed to get into Cartier God and even make a whole video about how ahead of our time this man is, but struggle getting into some of these other new rappers. I don't even listen, okay? I don't fucking know. Now, to give y'all the ultimate method to getting into any rapper, no matter how ass they are, and really any artist to be honest, rap or not, is just to endure, thug it out, and hope for the best. And I'm convinced this is the only way to do it, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how the fuck I would have gotten into Blade if I didn't play Working on Dying and Ice Dancer on repeat and try my best to like it. But now, Blade's consistently been in my top artists on Spotify. And that new album he dropped, Cold Visions, holy, back working with Filthy. So yeah, if you want to get into Blade's music right now, definitely give Cold Visions a listen. That shit is 30 tracks of pure heat. But there is a positive side to this inevitable struggle that you are about to embark on. And it's that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, the closer you are, the brighter it gets. Meaning the more the more unique artists you get into, the easier it becomes to listen to other artists in similar spaces. And that is pretty much how you diversify your music taste. So if you're tired of listening to the same old shit, the same shit your dad put you on, like the Beatles, yo, hey, I don't even know why the Beatles are catching strays this entire video. I don't even hate their music, but fuck it. Yeah, if you want to stop listening to all that old head shit, if you want to stop listening to old head goth music, Green Day, My Chemical Romance, bro, get out your feelings. You're no longer in your prime years. You already peaked and fell off. Get back into reality and tap into Black Cray aka Sick Boy Rari's Goth Money records. Stop listening to Kurt Cobain's Nirvana and the 90s white boys and tap into the new wave white boy nettspend. Yo, come on now. Fuck all that boring ass EDM shit these bums have been making for decades now. Tap into Starboy and his music aside from his production, where he's been cooking straight bangers. Man, forget all that 2010s drugged out trap shit. Forget about Future, he's 40, he's still rapping about the same shit. 2016 was almost a decade ago. Tap into Osama-san, you understand? But yeah, implement this method and trust me, you'll eventually get into any rapper's music out there, no matter how fucked up it is. And not only that, but you'll become addicted to their sounds, and you'll forget whatever other shit you were listening to before. I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't force myself to listen to Summers, Can, and Autumn in 2021. Not only would I have missed out on fucking peak music, but by now, I would have probably been investing my money into crypto and real estate like a fucking loser instead of saving up for a Hellcat Charger SRT and an iced out Cartier watch. But hey, on a real note though, life probably wouldn't be as great if I had never heard Back to the Basics. That song really saves lives. Of course, the difficulty of getting into the music of certain artists varies. Like for me, getting into Lucky was pretty easy. like some of his popular songs at the time, then listened through Freewave 3, Days Before 3, and Almost There, and saw the vision. This also helped me get into the music from guys with the former Slay World Collective and their affiliates, of course. I gotta say that because Slay scholars would be on my dick. But yeah, got into them one by one, pause, with Wyland first, and then Can, and then the rest. Pause again. Holy fuck. After getting into their music, it became extremely easy to start fucking with all these other rappers' sounds in the space. But that's just how it was for me, and a lot of other people too. You kinda gotta ease yourself into other genres and subgenres. You also gotta remember to dismiss the general consensus about certain artists. Like exclusively listening to the opinions of people on Twitter, IG, and some of these YouTube channels will have you missing out on a lot of good shit. And ignoring what people say and just venturing out on your own and experiencing the fun of digging for new music and artists will make listening to all these different sounds so seamless. That shit will have you going from Lucky to Isaiah TG to Blade to Cartier God to Black Cray to Nettspend to fucking RXK Nephew. You understand?
Walk a nigga down, show him no pity. In the trap, smoking on roast till I'm dizzy.
Thumbing on racks, I might come to your city. You smoke out the pew like the pack smell bitch. I can get the top, but the hoe can't kiss. Just like while I'm drunk.